Hey everyone, and welcome to Good Time Gal with your host, Caitlin Peluffo. Hi, it's me. I love you so much. Don't I sound better? I got wise, and now I'm doing the intros in studio. So now you don't have to listen to me complain about my cats. Although they are pretty shitty. No, they're great. I love them so much. I do love them. Benny woke me up by headbutting me this morning, but I feel good. It's fine. He does it because he loves me. These are literally the intros that I do at home, but it sounds worse. So Fonzie, I think we're upgrading here, but it's just me talking in a circle, looking at the dirty dishes that I have to do. But anyway, today on the podcast, we have the wonderful Carmen Lynch. She's so great. She's so funny. She's been doing comedy for a long time. She does it in Spanish too. Oh, caliente. I'll tell you that. She's great. I love her so much. You can find her on Instagram at Carmen Comedian. She is wonderful. She's also has a Spanish Instagram called Carmen en Español. And then she has a podcast called The Human Centipede, which is disturbing but fun. It's on SiriusXM. So check her out. She's great. And follow me at Good Time Gal Pod, at Caitlin Peluffo. I'm going to be on the road a shit ton. So go to my Instagram, check out my link tree. That's going to have tons of dates on there. So come see a live show. Get a Good Time Gal sticker. I have those, Fonzie. She's a networker. And then I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. It really means the world to me. And if you have anything you want to share, anything you like about the pod, please message me about it so I keep doing it. All right? That's the only way you improve. I want to cater to you, my sweet angels. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy Carmen Lynch. Bye-bye. Today's all about the ladies, Fonzie. Yeah. Okay. All right. Don't sexualize us. We're people, Fonzie. We're rolling. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Here we go. Carmen Lynch, how you doing?
Good. Where's the alcohol?
There's no alcohol. Carmen, that was the best because I was like, oh, it's a getting to know you podcast with drinking, and you're like, oh, I just have Tom Papa's show. I can show up drunk.
I was like, wait to tell him that tonight.
You amazing person. I'm not gonna make you get drunk at 2 p.m.
Without notice.
Without notice. Just here's. But you were down.
I know I was.
You were game.
That's kind of sad.
No, I
haven't had a drink in like a week. I'm not a big drinker, so I think one a week. I'm a one and done.
Oh,
so
yeah?
if you're gonna offer me one and it's been a week, I'm probably gonna say yes.
Good for you. That's nice. You got it under control, Carmen.
I try.
Yeah.
I need to get shit done. You can't take breaks now. The world is too busy. There's too many comedians. You got to work all the time.
It's exhausting.
I
have to schedule in my days off 2 weeks in advance. March 6th and 7th. Do not call me.
She's gone.
I'm dead. All right. I will be watching my HGTV shows and just drinking tea. That's what
do you watch?
Oh, what don't I watch? That is the bigger question. I watch Christina on the Coast.
Never heard of it.
Oh,
never heard of it. I swear to God.
You want to laugh because this bitch is crazy.
Christina, someone I know, Christina?
Nope. She used to be a Flipper Flop.
No idea what that means.
Yeah. It's another
swimmer?
show with her ex-husband, Tariq Al Musa.
Oh, yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
No idea.
Insane. But they used to do Flipper Flop. They got divorced. So she reinvented herself and now she's Christina on the Coast. And she's very much into crystals. I love it. I love it so much.
Is it on TLC? What is it on?
It's on HGTV.
Okay.
And it's always a lot of pink. It's a lot of frills, a lot of grays and white kitchens. But it's basically her just being like, I'm in the country now. I'm a country girl. I live in Nashville. I love it. I can't recommend it enough.
No judging.
It's the opposite of who I am. But yeah, I watch all of them. Oh. Yeah, Married to Real Estate, Brothers versus Brother. I watch it all.
I watched the Beverly Whores. What is that show? It's so good.
Selling Sunset.
Thank you. Yes. I love them. They're such hoes.
They're so bad. Yes.
It's so fun.
That show is like, we're about real estate. And so they basically just show one nice house at the beginning of the episode. And then it's just them talking shit about each other.
They hate each other. I wonder if that's real. I hope it is.
I bet you.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Life imitates art. And art imitates life. So.
I watch that and horror shows.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. I don't watch comedy.
Yeah, what's the name of your podcast?
But The Human Centipede.
Yes. Okay.
But it has nothing to do with the human centipede. So if you're scared to listen, don't be. Because it's just about me and my boyfriend being stuck together during the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
But there's no mouth to ass in it.
Oh, not yet. You got to keep producing content,
That's right.
Carmen.
Maybe season 5.
Yeah.
Huh.
You do seasons? How many seasons?
We do.
Episodes are
We
in
just
your
finished season 4, which was 40 episodes. We usually just do it whenever our contract with Sirius ends. So they wanted a year contract, and we'll find out if they want us back. And so we're like, all right, well, that's the end of the season.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That's good. That's smart. So, Carmen, this is a getting to know you podcast with alcohol.
Pass me the shot.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Spain and Virginia.
España.
Hola. My mother's from Spain. My dad's from New York. But we lived in Spain for many years, and then we moved to Virginia.
Oh.
And then I was like, fuck this place.
What? I was going to say, what a shift. Well, how old were you when you moved to Virginia?
I was 8. So I spoke mostly Spanish, but I was born in America, but then we moved to Spain. So I spent most of my first 8 years in Spain, but then came here.
Yeah, that must have been a tough transition.
All like Navy, military moves. So
your parents were in the military?
My father.
Yeah. So is that Richmond, Virginia?
No, Fairfax.
Damn.
Yeah. Close, sort of.
I also used to watch NCIS, so that's why I came up with that.
Wait, that was in Richmond? That was based in Richmond?
I believe so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why my dad watched it, because it was Virginia. Whatever.
Well, NCIS, it's also with just like the naval.
Yeah. That's probably why, because he was in the Navy. Oh, there's that too. I forgot. Yeah. 24 years in the Navy. Oh, maybe that's
wow.
Right. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Were you a cool kid?
No. Are you kidding? No. I feel like you don't even have to ask comics that, because we're all like, we were a dork. Oh, I was an introvert. But no, I was very quiet because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed of my mom's accent in America. So that made me like not talk to, because I didn't sound like her. I didn't have a strong Spanish accent, but I still made a lot of mistakes speaking. So I was like, well, they're looking at her like that. I'm not going to talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
she sounds ridiculous.
She sounds silly. And it was Northern Virginia. There weren't a lot of, it wasn't like New York. You come here, there's so many different ethnicities. And then I wore a back brace in middle school. So I was even more shy. You can laugh. I'm fine. I went to therapy. Yes.
A back brace? You have a little scoliosis? Oh, God.
Yeah, and I was already tall, so I'm tall with a back brace. And I think I speak weird. I was hiding everywhere.
Well, you cocooned into a beautiful.
Thank you. And then when I got it off, I was like, well, I'm already too comfortable not talking, so I'll just keep doing this.
Yeah, that sounds like a Tyra Banks story.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if she had scoliosis, but she said that she was really awkward and shy in middle school. And
it's weird, though, when supermodels say that.
Yeah.
I was so ugly. Oh, my God. It's like, shut up.
Yeah, how ugly could Tyra Banks be?
Especially back then. It's not like now where you're like, I want to look like so-and-so. And then they just change your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can always tell the plastic surgery when they have kids.
Oh, yeah.
They'll have kids and you're like, that's an ugly kid. You were ugly.
Totally. I love that when they're like, wait a second. You never told me you look like that.
That's not your real nose. That's your real nose.
Or like they see old school pictures and they're like, I don't have any. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Can I see you in the 5th grade so I know you're really hot and not?
Yeah.
No, we don't have any. Our pictures burned in a fire.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so sad.
We don't have any. Sorry.
So then they're the victim and also just forever hot.
Yeah.
God damn it. These hot people, they haven't figured out. Ugh. And I bet you all of them are on Selling Sunset.
I know. I do wonder I don't remember the really mean one.
Christina.
See?
An elephant never forgets.
I wonder what she looked like, because she's just all plastic surgery.
She's kind of very face.
Yeah.
I don't know how mean she can be when she can't open her mouth.
That's
it's literally
true.
just all Botoxed up.
And then the other one came back, her ex-best friend, the one that's really good friends with, oh my God, I don't know, the one that dated the owner.
Oh,
Chrishell's best friend, who's like skinny, Mary.
Yes.
She ccame back one season like there was a freaking wind tunnel. She's like, oh, I was like, Can you wait and start the show like in a month or two?
Yeah, let the Botox settle.
Let
Come
it all
on.
settle down. Did you see what Madonna tweeted?
No, what'd she tweet?
Okay, you know how everybody was making fun of her face?
Yeah.
She tweeted, see, I told you it was just swelling. Look at me now. Don't I look cute? And I'm like, you never said it was swelling at the award show. You said it was a bad angle and the paparazzi got too close. And now she's like, see, it was bad swelling.
Does she look normal now?
Normal. What's normal for her?
I mean, just not like a cat.
Not like a pumpkin. Yeah, she does. But
what a hit maker, huh?
Hey, you know what? All you need are your ears for her.
Yeah.
Just listen.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
She's
I still
good
love
dancer.
her.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
she's great.
I'd go to that concert.
Yeah.
That's why you got to love Cher. You know, she's an open book. She's like, yeah, I plastered my face.
Yeah.
And I'm dating a 12-year-old. I'm having a great time.
Who is she?
No. Oh, she's dating a younger guy.
You know who looks fabulous is Jane Fonda.
Yes, she does look good. Although you can also tell. But then I'm like, yeah, she's 80 and she looks great.
But it looks kind of natural, I think. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
It's so funny watching that. I know. I need a really good plastic surgeon.
Can I have Jane Fonda's surgeon?
Yeah.
He died 20 years ago. Is his son or her son working?
Yeah.
Or daughter?
I think it's genetic. Thank you. Yeah. When you watch what's that with Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin?
Oh my gosh, I love that show. Frankie and
yes,
somebody.
It's so funny, but you see those two next to each other and you're like, which route am I going to go as a woman in entertainment? And am I going to be
Well, when I was growing up, I did all of her Jane Fonda video workouts.
You did?
She did, yeah. Oh my God. All the VHS tapes. I just went down to the living room or dining, whatever, the den, and just did my leg flips. And I'm looking at her now like, oh, maybe I'll look at it like that because I did her videos. That's all it is. It's not plastic surgery.
So you and your back brace going down to the den.
But you know what? I got to take it off for an hour.
Oh.
So I probably took it off during my Jane Fonda workout.
For 1 hour? You had to sleep in that thing?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember reading a book when I was going through puberty. I was reading all those like Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret? All those books and stuff. And there was one about a girl who had scoliosis.
Yes. Bernie, something like that.
I can't remember, but I loved it because at the end, she's about to get fingered. You know what I mean? Like she's making out with this guy.
Really?
Yes. They're alone in a closet. And he was like, just take off the back brace.
Ew!
And she was like, no, I've accepted my back brace.
Oh my God.
Was great.
That sounds like pedophilia because I felt too young to get fingered back then.
I mean, I think he fingered. I mean, I think that was an artistic choice on my part, but I think she was about to get felt up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he was like touching the outside of her back brace. And he was like the hot guy in school.
Yeah.
They liked each other, and I was like, and then I remember being like, take off the back brace. What are you doing? But I was a horny teen.
I don't know if that's her. If her back brace was the same as mine, but mine had these giant Velcro straps. So when you took it off, it was like. Which would kill the romance if some guy was like, will you take that off?
You do a little striptease with it. I'm like, spinning around.
Can you go down the block and just pick up a fucking ice cream so I can take this off? Oh my God.
But what a transformation it must have been once you got the back brace off. Did you have braces in high school?
I had braces. 3.5 years.
3.
And then I had to wear a headgear and then but the headgear can stay home. The headgear stayed home.
Thank God. I need a win. With your story, I need a win.
And then, no joke, after all that, like 5 years ago, I had to get Invisalign because they all started coming back. They're like, we want to be crooked again.
Well, they look great. You got great chompers. Look at those. They're perfectly straight. Very white. Good job.
Thank you. I have a retainer at the bottom, so they can't move anymore.
Good for you. Yeah, mine started moving up, and now I have a weird gap in my teeth, and so I feel like I might have to get Invisalign again.
Yeah, but sometimes a gap is like sexy.
Yeah. I had a friend say that whenever someone didn't have a tooth here, that they were crazy. And I was like, what? No way. And then I started noticing people with this tooth, and I was just like, oh, they're crazy.
I had a friend who didn't have a front tooth, and she was super pretty. And she would take off. She had one of those retainers with a tooth.
Oh,
and
yeah,
she would
yeah.
just shove it in. But then when she took it off, she looked like such a different person. Like hillbilly central, like it's just I'm like put your teeth in. Yeah, creepy.
Oh wow! So you had a rough go in middle school and high school.
Yeah, but I'm okay. I know.
Oh, I know. You're thriving.
No, I'm just saying. I feel weird saying that when other people had it worse. You know what I mean? But okay, I'm fine.
You had friends in high school? I would imagine. You're so charismatic.
I had some, but yeah, I had more in high school when I got the thing off because I felt more normal.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're walking around in a back brace. That's got to be tough.
I'm kidding. What if I started crying?
Let's bring it up.
I'm not over it yet.
Therapist, get in here.
Yeah.
No. Did you drink in high school?
No, I think I had like a few drinks, but not much. But then in college, yeah,
you went to town.
But in high school, I hooked up with this guy who was super short, and it was because I was drunk. Because I was not. I dated like a significant number of shorter people, but this guy in high school, I mean, we didn't do that much, but he was significantly shorter, and I remember we were kissing on the couch, and then when I stood up, I was like, I gotta go.
He just had a really long torso, and then his legs were like ding, 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 just swaying.
Like, oh, I forgot. He's so tiny.
You don't like a short king?
But short. I dated short guys because they're funny. They don't care if you wear heels.
Yes.
But there were certain times where I was very shallow. I was like, prom, tall guy. Heels, tall guy.
Yeah. Did you go with a tall guy to prom?
Yes, I did.
Good for you.
There were only 2 in my high school who were like, I thought were attractive and tall. And one of them was like dating the head cheerleader.
Ugh.
And then the other one just was kind of like, oh, I'm not going to ask anyone. I'm like, well, then I'm going to ask you.
Good
and
job.
I asked him. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, whatever.
Kind of, yeah. He was like, can I get back to you? And I was like, oh, he's going to wait till the last minute. And then I asked him again in 2 weeks. He was like, you know what? Let's do it. And I was like, what are you waiting for someone else? You loser. I just want good pictures.
That's love.
Yeah.
Were they good pictures?
No, I'm standing on this like ramp and my feet are crooked and no, they're awful. And I was wearing this bright green prom dress. And when I went to prom, you had to spray your pumps the same color as your dress. So they're like neon green heels.
Wow.
Hot.
Not much has changed. Look at you now. Look at this sweater. It is green.
It is green and my shoes are not.
She's come a long way, folks. So what college did you go to?
William and Mary.
Oh, I don't.
Do you know where it is?
Nope.
It's in Williamsburg, Virginia.
Virginia. You're just doing a tour, huh?
I'm just going around Virginia, IA. Virginia's for lovers.
And that's you. Sounds like you got it in. Carmen.
Not when you have scoliosis. No. It's not. No. So then I went to William and Mary, and it was too hard, and I drank a lot because I had to study a lot to stay in there. Mm-hmm. And if I wasn't studying, I was blacking out drunk.
Oh, so you're a blacker outer.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Because at William and Mary, there weren't a lot of bars. They didn't have any bars, actually. They had one bar. Mm-hmm. It's a very small, Williamsburg is very small. So they had these 2 delis that would turn into bars at night. So that's all we had was one bar and these 2 delis.
Yeah.
And everyone joined a sorority or fraternity because there were no bars. Mm-hmm. So I joined a sorority, and I was not a sorority girl by any means. I was like, I'm just going to go so I can like hang out and go to these dances and drink.
Yeah.
And they had so many fun ways to drink. It would be like mudslide party. And then I'd get wasted and see pictures. And I'm like, oh my God, what a horror.
What were these pictures?
Just like in a wet t-shirt in the mud, drinking and shit. And I'm like, I don't remember anything,
Wet t-shirt Carmen Lynch. I like that. That's fun.
Insane.
Bra or no bra?
Bra.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Then I mean, I'm not judging. Okay.
No, but when you don't have a lot, you got to wear a bra. Makes it look more
little lifted.
Little lifting, yeah.
Got to give it some volume.
Exactly. Especially when you're tall,
Yeah.
You got to make it look, proportional.
Now I wish I had A cups.
Why?
They're C's and they're fine.
Yeah.
But I like the look of a t-shirt with a flat chest.
Yeah.
I like that look. I'm
do?
not trans, but I do. Like I always feel like I just like that look. Like, cause I'm like a tomboy.
Yeah.
So I really would like to be a full tomboy. My boobs are getting in the way.
Yeah. They're only going to get worse though.
I
Not
know.
yours, but I mean in life.
They're just
going to start to
be bigger and
flop. Yeah.
Well, maybe if they're flopping, they'll be flatter and that I can really
you know what you could do? You could breastfeed.
Oh.
And then I heard they kind of turn into pancakes.
Okay. I'll just get pregnant in order to fit into my t-shirts. I'll do that.
That's your goal.
That's my goal. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'll tell Steve.
Babysit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Just pump and dump so that I can wear a t-shirt. This Oregon State. Anyway. So you're just blacking out in college.
Yeah.
What were you drinking?
Oh my God, what was I not drinking? They had all kinds of stuff back then. They had Boone's Farm was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they had Jägermeister. I mean, I was trying a lot of stuff because I didn't really do that much in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever the fraternity or sorority had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was free. And then I left college and I was like, I don't know how to do life without these parties. So I moved up here.
Yeah.
And just kept on drinking.
What was your drinking like in New York?
Just going out with friends. This was before stand-up. I didn't start stand-up for a while. I moved up here just to leave Virginia and pursue acting.
Oh, she's an actor.
So I had all these like friends that were like civilians.
Mm-hmm.
And we would just go out and drink all the time and like, you know, talk to people at bars and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever embarrass yourself?
Yeah, but I mean, when I look back, I'm glad I did it, you know? Like there was that bar. It's very Coyote Ugly, but it wasn't called that. It was It was in the not red light district, the meat market.
Good Jesus. There's a red light district in New York City? I thought it was just a red light district.
In the meat packing industry district. And it's not there anymore. Hogs and Heifers.
Oh,
do you remember that one?
Christ.
Hogs
they had
Heifers.
the audacity.
And they had all these bras. They just hung from the ceiling.
Yeah.
And you would just get on the bar and take your bra off with your clothes on and then just like swing it and throw it on the antlers of whatever animal was hanging on the freaking ceiling or whatever.
Yeah. That sounds expensive. You can't be losing bras like that.
You wouldn't wear like your prettiest Victoria's Secret bra. You're like, well, I'm kind of over this one. Let's go out. And
did you throw some bras?
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, my God. I found my shitty Target bra.
Yeah.
And and it was fun, you know, because they'd have, you know, like the good coyote dancer, Coyote Ugly dance, you know, the people that can do the
the line dancing.
Yeah. And then they'd have like the bottle with a fire and they'd do things with the, you know, do you know what I'm talking about? Like shots would blow up. And
like the flare.
Thank you.
Yeah,
all that shit.
Flare.
When they're not, when you weren't dancing, and then they'd be like, "Who wants to come up?" And I'm like, "My turn."
Wow,
Yeah.
you got on there.
And
huh?
my bra. I mean, it's not there anymore, but it was up there for a while.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Imagine that place going out of business. Do you donate the bras? What do you do with them? Give them to like
Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's 3,000 bras.
They're covered in tequila
and smoke.
Yeah. They're not good bras. They're everyone's shitty bra. But
oh my God.
That's I didn't know that you had that in you.
Well, you know, drinking days were different.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, whatever. I think your 20s you gotta do that.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I was a hellraiser in my 20s.
You did? You were? What'd you do?
I blacked out a lot.
Yeah.
I drank a ton. I used to work in restaurants.
Okay.
And then college, I would just go out all the time. But like to other people's house parties, I was really into like beer pong, flip cup, that kind of stuff.
I loved beer pong. Yeah.
I mean, it's still so fun.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, can we play it with apple juice?
Yeah. Or if you like now I just go, how dirty is that ball?
I know. The ball is disgusting. We're like, we got to clean it. We have to clean cup.
Oh, God.
And then we wipe it off and then you look at it and you're like, there are pubes in there. And that is so gross.
You know what I did that was really gross? I'm going to tell you.
Please.
Theta Delt. I remember this at William and Mary. Theta Delt had a toga party.
Uh-huh.
And they had goldfish. They had these tanks of goldfish. And some of the records were like, you know, this dude from Theta Delt swallowed. It was pretty high. It was like 67 goldfish. And this guy swallowed. And then next, and I was like, well, I'll do it, And I took a goldfish I found a cute little healthy looking, not bacteria like goldfish after some drinks and swallowed it. And then I did another one.
No.
Yes, I did two.
You
swallowed two goldfish.
Did you feel them flopping around?
Only at the beginning, but then I don't know what happens when you chug or the acid in your stomach, but I never had an issue. And then I looked in my poo the next day. I wanted to see if I could find something orange.
Did you?
No, I don't know if it's just mixed with the carrots or something, but but I was like, I can't believe I did that. Like Carmen today would not do that.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you swallowed two alive goldfish.
Two alive goldfish.
They might still be in there.
Like trapped in between my appendix and my liver?
Yeah, no, like in your intestines, just like a goldfish corpse.
Well, I've had colonoscopies, so they've checked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing swimming downstream.
Nothing. All clear. Just a few polyps. All clear.
That's so funny. You felt it go down your throat.
I mean, just at the beginning,
God.
and then you're like, I guess I was like, I'll do another one. I'll do two.
Why
you guys think you're so great? Girls can do things too,
That's her feminism. I'll also swallow the goldfish. Yeah. I can murder goldfish with my stomach acid.
And it's weird because that was the only pet that we were allowed to have growing up.
Yeah.
So I was like swallowing my own pet almost. You know what I mean? Like no dogs, no cats. No, my mom was like, I don't want shit in the house. I don't want my furniture disgusting with fur in. She just is anti-pets.
Yeah.
So she's like, you can have a fish for years. And then I go to a party and I'm like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah, these aren't real. Let's go. That's what PETA's going to call. And they're going to, we're in trouble. We're going to be canceled, Fonzie.
This was before Me Too and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So that means I'm okay.
Me too.
Me too for the fish.
Time's up from goldfish. That's it. So, I mean, it's crazy that fraternity just had a tank of goldfish for people to swallow at whim.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if anybody found out or if anybody cared. You know what I mean? What happens behind fraternity doors is very different than the way it is now.
That's true. And was it a goldfish that had like a stomach, or was it one of those flat, like skinnier goldfish that you get at like a carnival?
I mean, they're the ones that, I mean, it wasn't like from a koi pond or, those giant ones. That one's definitely still in my intestine. These are the ones that you bought for like $1 at the pet store.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So sad.
I know.
But I'm also proud of you. Way to bring women forward.
You're
a little
disgusting, but I respect you.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Women can do it too.
Yeah.
All right. Good for you.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking one for the team. Oh God. Okay, so you're in New York.
Yes. No more fish.
No more fish. Thank God. I thought about it, and I like it. I'm gagging.
You know what could help you feel better about this story?
Okay.
David Blaine, the magician dude.
Yes.
He was on Rogan, and he swallowed a frog.
A frog?
Yes, a live frog. And then he swallowed like, I think it was 10 of these first, which is ridiculous because he wasn't allowed to pee. You can't pee because you want to have a little pond in your stomach for your frog.
God.
So he swallowed 10 of those, and then he swallowed this, and Rogan checked it. Like he was like, okay, this is real. It's jumping. I got it. And he swallowed it, David Blaine. And it was in there for like maybe 15 minutes. And the whole trick, it's not magic. It's just, these weird tricks that he does, was for it to come back out. So he was like, and the whole time I couldn't watch. I was watching it at home on TV and I could not watch it. And then he was like, Rogan, come here. And he puts his hands and he was like, and he was like, ribbit.
Oh my God. It
lived. So now, see, that's worse than me. I mean, he didn't kill it. I should say I'm worse, but you know what I mean? That's more disgusting, I think.
Yeah, just a frog in your stomach. Just be like, where am I? Just splashing around. This is the weirdest lily pond I've ever been in. Oh, God.
And he wasn't drunk.
See,
I have an excuse.
You do have an excuse. He's just a monster. Yeah. That's what he is, just torturing a frog.
mean.
But the frog did live.
Yeah.
Good job.
So
David Blaine, what a guy. Just the talent on that
hero.
young man.
That guy's a hero. You know, he almost killed a frog, but then he saved it.
Yeah. So when did you start doing comedy?
Oh my gosh. I started comedy maybe like 4 or 5 years after college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
yeah. So I was just here and I was like, you know, one of my friends, my civilian friends was like, let's go see a comedy show. And I'm like, I honestly don't know what happens there. I've never watched it. Like I watched SNL, I watched sitcoms, but I never watched stand up.
Yeah.
And I wish I remembered who was on it because I was like, these people are amazing.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember it was New York Comedy Club because I lived on 23rd Street. And it's on 24th.
Yeah.
So I remember walking like close near my apartment. But I have no idea who was on it. And I was like, oh my God, these people are amazing.
Really?
This is better than acting. I want to stop acting and I want to try this. But even then it took me a couple years to start because I was like, this is scary. I'm not.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. And I thought those people on stage were just naturally like I thought they would just wake up in the morning and just spit out jokes all day.
Yeah.
I didn't know they wrote and they, you know.
Yeah, it was like
so
a prepared act. It was like a one-man show.
Yeah. So I was like, well, if they talk like that, like normal, they just get up there and everything comes out funny, then clearly that's not me.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that.
I was similar. I thought you had to go to school for it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I went to art school. I don't know anything about comedy. I can't do this. And then I went to an open mic and I watched. I was like, oh, anyone can do this.
Yeah. Oh, it's so easy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like anyone can try.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
These are not trained professionals.
Yeah.
And then I think I tried it eventually like a year later or something like that. But it
Yeah.
does. It takes guts.
It does.
It's scary.
Even now, sometimes I'll have these moments where I'm like, I'm so nervous. And I'm
Yeah.
like, where's this coming from? Like, I've been doing this forever. But
Yeah.
everyone, I don't know what it is in your brain or if it's hormonal where you're like, I feel like I just started today.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, every once in a while I'll start shaking and I'm like, why am I shaking? Oh,
Yeah.
So last year I did JFL Unwrapped,
Uh-huh.
right? And so they asked me to host one of their audition shows, right?
Yeah.
So I get there and I'm like, okay, this is going to be fun because the pressure's off me. I already did it. Who gives a shit anymore? I found myself with like PTSD.
Yes.
Like my chest got tight. I was shaking. I was sweaty. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, Caitlin, that's fine. And then everybody else was nervous around me. And I was just like, ah, shit, you know, like, but it freaked me out.
No, it's weird. And then after COVID, it happened again where I'm like, but we know how to do this. It should be like riding a bicycle.
Yeah.
And I
It's
was
not.
like, oh my God, I'm so scared again. It was weird.
Yeah. It's awful. So you start doing comedy. Does the drinking slow down or keep the same?
It's totally started slowing down. At first, I had to have like, I was kind of very OCD about it. And I don't have OCD, but I was like, if I just drink a quarter of a bottle of beer, I'll relax and I'll be amazing.
Yeah.
You know? And then I'm like, no, you suck. Because, you know, at open mics, you always pretty much suck.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this isn't making it worse because I was so deadpan. And then my timing, it doesn't take very much for me to get drunk. Once I started slowing down, I just always had just a very light, whatever it's called, tolerance. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, immunity. I have an immunity. And then I was like, no. And then one time I was at the comic strip. This was when the comic strip was like the best club, like huge. Lucian was around. And somebody was on stage for like, I think it was Tony Rock and was murdering. And I was like, and they were like, you're next.
Oh God.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And he just didn't look at the light, whatever. And I was like, I need to drink. And I think I had 2 beers. I was wasted after 2 beers. Wasted.
Oh no.
Bombed harder than I remember. You know, when you bomb at the beginning, you really think the whole world saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't even walk down the street. Everybody knows. It's like no one saw you. No one but whoever was in the comic strip.
Yeah.
And tomorrow they'll forget, you know?
Yeah.
But I think I hid in my apartment for like 3 days. I'm like,
really?
I was like, should I quit?
Yeah.
That was awful. Yeah. And then I was like, from then on, I was like, don't drink before a show.
Yeah.
Don't drink before a show. So yeah, sometimes I have a drink, but after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I used to do it. I was like, I never drank before a show.
Yeah.
Because I was worried. I like to be in control, and I'm like, if I feel like my tongue starts to slip and I slur, and everybody can tell I'm not a professional. But then I started getting booked more, so it would be later and later and later.
Yeah.
And so now my drinking, I don't drink right now. Yeah. But it's like,
I think you're drinking right now.
I'm drunk.
Yeah, you are.
I'm hammered. You caught me.
I know about you and the goldfish too.
No, it wasn't me. That was you. You crazy hooligan. I still can't.
Does anyone have a goldfish?
I got a party trick for you. Could you imagine doing that? That would, as an adult woman.
As an adult, there was a guy in the 3rd grade who used to pop his glass eyeball out. And I always think of him. I'm like, does he do that now at like parties?
I mean, I hope so. What a fun trick.
Yeah.
You knew a kid with a glass eye?
Oh my God. I remember this so well. We lived in Virginia. This is when we first moved to Virginia.
Yeah, this sounds like some Virginia shit.
And this guy on the bus, his name was Marvin. Marvin, if you're listening, please get in touch with me. I want to know what happened. And he would pull out his eye, he would just pop out his glass eye. And I've spoken to people with glass eyes, and they said, I mean, I don't know about today, but back in the day, you could pop them out. And they didn't look real back then. You know, they look like. God. So I remember I didn't look. The first thing I did was I looked in his hand, and then I went like this, and I saw the hole on his face.
Oh.
And all I could think was, your hands are so dirty.
Oh my God.
Your mother would be so mad. Wash your hands before you pop your eyeball out.
Yeah. Because it's like an empty.
It's like a socket where you can keep like secret notes and drugs.
Do you think he put like cocaine in the back of his eye?
I don't know. Now he does, I think.
I wonder if you could do that. That's fun.
I know.
Oh my God. No wonder you're.
But wash your hands. Please. Or use, whatever that shit is that smells bad. I hate that stuff. The COVID shit. It's everywhere.
It called? Sanitizer.
Thank you.
Hand sanitizer. Yeah. But still, that's got a sting when you put it back in.
I know.
Oh my God. I mean, I have never gagged on of this podcast until you came along.
Goldfish and eyeballs.
It's really mortifying.
And he wasn't even drunk.
No, he was what, 8?
So imagine him at a party.
Oh God. That sounds nightmarish.
Imagine if it was me at the toga party. I would have pulled the eyeball out.
You would have swallowed it.
And I would have stuck a goldfish in my eye.
Then you'd be looking for an eyeball and goldfish in your poop. Oh my God.
What's that eye staring at me from my shit?
It's telling me to look inward. Okay. All right. We're having fun.
Oh, hi everyone.
Hi. We're being silly. Did you drink during the pandemic?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I mean, not a ton, but alone. Yeah. Like one of my jokes, I used to say this back in the pandy. That I would drink alone because it's no longer a sign of alcoholism. That was the only way you could drink. It was like that's how you stayed safe. But my boyfriend doesn't drink. So we drink less at home.
Yeah.
So now with the pandemic, I was like, can I buy a beer?
Yeah. Yeah. Can I just drink this in front of you? Is it okay? And it just not be triggering?
Yeah. No, but he doesn't usually care. Like, he's not affected like that. Mm-hmm. Like we'll go to a restaurant and he'll be like, just get one. And I'm like, are you sure? Yeah. Like I'm the one who makes a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
Are you sure I can drink in front of you?
Yeah. So. During the pandemic, Steve and I, we were like, we're wine connoisseurs now. And so we would join like a wine of the month club, and then all the wine would be gone within the first week. And we were like, well, I think this isn't about tasting wine.
It's chugging.
It's chugging. We're having a hard time. This is wild. But we just got drunk all the time. And then coming out of the pandemic, I was like, well, I guess I better taper this back. But there was nothing else to do.
No, there was nothing. I couldn't get work done. There's so many people who like wrote books and shit.
Yeah.
And I was so mad. I'm like, where was that side of me?
Yeah. It didn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah. My side of me was like, I'm going to obsess over doing a Peloton or like riding a bike and then drinking all the time.
There was
cooking. No in between.
I was doing cooking and not much writing, but cooking, watching some TV.
Yeah.
And growing plants.
You grew plants.
Thank
You're
you.
a little plant bitch.
You know,
Oh, what kind of plants?
herbs.
Okay. Is that code for weed? Is that-
Weed. No, I was like, let's get a dog. But then they ran out of dogs.
They ran out.
Yeah, because everyone got a COVID dog.
Yeah.
And my landlord was like, you can't get a dog anyway. So I was like, fuck you. And I'm growing oregano.
Next best thing, because I can't own fish. I can't do that.
No fish.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Carmen,
So,
you silly bitch. And
you
now,
know.
now where are you at with your drinking?
Now I once a week, if that.
Yeah.
I'm one and done. It affects my sleep. I sound like a grandma, but it affects my sleep. So I'd rather just not go
Yeah.
crazy. You know?
Yeah. Do you do drugs? Any drugs?
Should I?
I don't know.
I want to do ayahuasca.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Your
It
face
does.
did not match your words.
That does sound fun.
Oh,
like-
that sounds fun.
Well, I watched the Chelsea Handler
Oh.
whatever, and she did it. It
She
was like-
did?
yeah.
How was it? What'd she say?
She said it was great. She learned a lot about herself.
Yeah.
She it opened her third eye or whatever. I don't know. But
Yeah.
it sounded cool.
Yeah.
Like that and mushrooms I would do.
I've never done mushrooms.
Mhm.
I'm just going to go straight to ayahuasca. No,
Okay.
I've done weed
Uh-huh.
and that's it pretty much.
Yeah.
I tried to do acid or something once in India and it didn't work.
In
I think
India.
It was, what is that called? A placebo. Someone sold us like a fake thing.
You got had.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I kept going, now? No, that's not. Now? Ooh, I feel it. No. No, that's not it.
Good for you for,
For like 3 hours. I was like, now? Finally? No, it's a placebo. Stop.
I would have been like, oh my God, I can feel it so hard. Like I would be, I'm the person who gets tricked by the placebo.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's all
yeah.
mental. I was doing this. I wasn't drinking at the time, and my friend was doing like a drunk show, you know.
Uh-huh.
And by the middle of the show, I was like, "What are you doing?" And I had zero to drink, and I was like, "You guys are nuts." I'm very much affected by my surroundings.
So do you get like secondhand smoke? Like, do you feel
Yeah.
weed when you're in a like a weed room?
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
I feel
Oh.
yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
like very like I'm like a sponge. So
Yeah.
your energy is gonna make my energy.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very strange.
So if I start speaking to you in Spanish, are you going to be Spanish with me?
Probably.
Hola, señorita. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Ah, ¿te drogas también o no, bebés? No?
No, bebés.
Okay.
I don't know what that last part was.
Okay, I was asking if you drank.
Oh, no.
No.
No. I've
No.
lost 20 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That means I was drinking too much.
You know what? I lost 15 pounds.
Right. Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that weird? And it was like just COVID, sugar, and
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah. Well, I did that
Yeah.
whole 30 diet, and one of it is no drinking.
Okay.
But then once you do that diet, you realize all the bad habits you had, and you're like, I was drinking comedy club wine.
Ew.
What are you doing? You know, like who needs that? No
Yeah.
one needs that. And so I was like, yeah, of course I lost a bunch of weight. I'm not eating ice cream at 2 a.m.
I still am.
Okay. Well, you look great.
That's my thank you. That's my one thing. I don't do drugs, but
Yeah.
I'll have ice cream really late. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I'll just have a spoonful on my way to the bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
and my boyfriend's like, "Really?"
That's good though. It's only one spoonful.
He's like, "You're going to bed."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "But the flavor right before I brush my teeth, that I just like that chocolatey flavor."
it's a sweet treat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Treat yourself to a little num num at the end.
Num num.
Little num num.
But yeah, no, mostly just vodka, soda, lime. Kind of girl.
Yeah, that's a
my
skinny
thing.
girl drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you. Good for you.
Mm.
Well, Carmen, we did it.
We did?
Oh yeah.
That's so fun.
yeah. Thanks for
Yeah,
doing it.
that was fast.
Plug all your stuff.
Okay, everybody.
Here
the
we go.
Human Centipod
Yes.
with me and my boyfriend John Reynolds on Sirius XM channel 771, which is she's so funny, and Raw Dog. And then I have a Spanish Instagram, Carmen en Español at Carmen en Español. And I'm going to Europe. When does this come out?
Probably in a week. Maybe 2
Okay,
weeks.
I'll be in Europe.
Yeah?
So come check me out.
Great.
In different cities. I'm doing some Spanish shows and English shows.
Ooh.
All English shows and socials, all in English at Carmen Comedian.
Great. Did you get that?
Do it!
Arriba.
Vamos ya!
Thank you for doing the podcast.
That was fun.
You're a goddamn gem.
Oh my God, I cannot believe I remember that goldfish story.
I can't
I
either.
haven't told that story in years.
It's terrifying.